Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Rural 2IC with another morning chat. Last night we had Workshop Wednesday with a special guest of Silver Oceans. After the live stream, we talked for probably another 30-40 minutes or so. And we kind of had a little conversation, and that brought up a certain topic which I thought would be an interesting, at least morning chat, maybe a long form video. And so to set the stage, we prep for probable versus possible. And so if you live in a certain area that is prone to flooding, you should probably go ahead and prep for that. If you are in a place that gets hit with tornadoes, earthquakes, mudslides, things like that, it seems to happen every year, probably should prep for that before you start prepping for aliens returning to Earth or something along those lines, right? So once you get to a certain level of preparedness, then you can start prepping for the possible things. Certain stuff will come and go. Certain things will move up and down the list depending. Is prepping for a financial collapse, is that possible? Yes. To go through and look at the country and the world and try and gauge. Sometimes events will happen and that will move up the list. It becomes more possible. Other times there's peace and everybody seems to be okay and trade's good and all that, and it moves down the list. Well, one of the big things that seems to be all over the news is DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. And there's some other ones in there as well, but they are doing a lot of uncovering. Well, in the first couple of weeks, they have put out a massive list of the different expenditures of your tax dollars. And it's very interesting to see both sides of the argument on this. Remember, just because you agree with something or disagree, or just because you are passionate, or maybe you don't even care, there are opposite people of you, okay? And that's why, for me, I love to be able to listen to both sides of the story and both sides of the argument and things like that to get a feel of how things are going and which side is very passionate, or maybe both sides are very passionate about what's going on. But as they go through and they start uncovering a lot of this waste and pork and expenditure, they're also talking about looking into other things. They're talking about going into Fort Knox and seeing what's in there. They're talking about looking at the expenditures of things like Medicare and Medicaid and see if there's any waste in there. But there also is another committee that is going to be declassifying a bunch of stuff, and they're going to go after the JFK files and the MLK files and all the different other things that has been classified, and go through and declassify a bunch of this. To get to my point 3 minutes later is, are you prepared for what is pushed out? This gives me almost a Matrix feel, where the truth comes out. Can people handle the truth? It's different on, one thing gets uncovered and you just get force-fed that, you've been lied to, or, you didn't quite fully understand the story. To have event after event after thing of uncovering in a very fast manner the greed, the corruption, the pure evilness, everything of who's involved, and the basically how deep the rabbit hole goes. There's going to be probably a lot of people that's not going to be able to handle that. It's going to come so rapid and so fast paced. Probably most people are going to struggle to keep up, but they're not going to be able to comprehend that. You're supposed to look to your leadership in times of need, and when you start getting into this whole uncovering business, who do you turn to? Or we're supposed to look for that people that is in power, so we can have guidance. Are we going to be looking at social media influencers, or are those going to be the people that cope and help us get through it? Is people going to, because remember, we're one of the most highly medicated societies in all of the world. Are people going to self-medicate, go seek medication? Is there going to be a bunch of emergency coping measures and different things? Is there going to be a lot of fighting, arguing amongst friends, family members, coworkers? Are certain things going to get uncovered where people just take to the streets and they want vigilante justice? So I want to throw that out there. I don't have an answer. I don't know what's going to happen. But if things go and, we start getting a lot of this truth and uncovering and things like that, and it becomes a pretty massive amount, are you prepared for what might follow? Just a little something to, go through and think about for today and maybe this weekend and whatnot. But that's what I've got for you guys today. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. And with that, remain united. We're all prepping in this together.